If I was to tell you that these lines that we're looking at, specifically right here, are perpendicular lines that don't intersect, and they're straight lines. And according to everything that you would learn in elementary school forward, I'm full of it with that, right? Same thing with these. These are straight perpendicular lines that don't intersect. And so then why are they intersecting? So the reason why they're intersecting is because of curved space geometry. And the bottom line is that lines operate differently in curved space than they do in straight space, right? And then so we're when you deal with the realm of geometry very specifically, we're dealing with the realm of non-curved space. That's what geometry is based off of. Euclidean geometry, everything that you would dive into and dive deep into geometry is all based off of 2D space, curved space. So linear space and not discrete space. And then this is a huge difference when it comes to physics. And when it comes to physics overall, this changes the equation. Mathematically, if you're talking about just pure math, the difference between this curved line universe, and the 2D universe isn't that significant. The math works either way, right? You can do the math if a triangle equals 180 degrees via three sides, or you can do the math if a triangle equals less than 180 degrees or more than 180 degrees. And the math all works out the same. and so kind of the bottom line within that though, like why is this interesting now and why am I talking about this now, right? And kind of the bottom line is that so this is kind of math that has been around for about 300 years now. So this is like 300-year-old technology. But we've never had to try to teach a non-human intellect before. And then when you get into that, and then you deal with how these non-human intellects work or these non-human neural networks work, they work overall. They don't work in 2D space. They do not operate. They don't live. Their realm is not 2D space. Their realm is not Euclidean geometry. Their realm is curved space geometry. And so that's kind of the bottom line within that, right? And then so when you are dealing with anything with regards towards tokenization, neural networks, etc., you are dealing with an approximation. You're making it lossy, like you're taking a picture, right? But the picture has pixels missing, and then when you reconstruct that picture, if you reconstruct that picture in curved space as opposed to straight space, you get two different pictures. And then to a human, that doesn't matter. That's insignificant, right? But to an AI model, it's all the difference in the world. And then so kind of the bottom line is like right now, what we're seeing with these models is that everyone is going towards this Euclidean space, which is creating essentially the wrong shapes for the model, is the bottom line, right? As opposed to in this hyperbolic space where it's a curved space, and literally the only difference between hyperbolic space and curves and Euclidean space is these curves, right? And so here's a perfect example of that I could think of to try to illustrate this in simple terms. So this is in Canva, and I'm dealing with shapes in Canva, right? And I can round shapes in Canva, and I can do corner rounding, and I can adjust the shapes, but I can't actually add curves, right? So this is a triangle, and then this is with a little bit of curved shapes, and then this is a triangle that's 100% corner rounding, right? See, it's just a triangle. But if I corner round 100%, if I corner around a triangle 100% in Euclidean space, it just turns into a circle. Same thing here, like with a line, right? So this line bending that's all that I can do within Euclidean space. But you see here, this is all bending within two-dimensional space. So it's not actually curving the space, curving the lines, right? It's not actually, in all of these examples, you're noticing 3D space in the example, right? And it's critical for 3D space to be in the example. Whereas when we're looking at our examples here, this is all 2D space. So this 2D space versus 3D space makes all the difference in the world. And for a typical person that has been studying mathematics, your typical data analyst, your data scientist, etc., they ignore this math, right? Like this math has been ancillary for 300 years because it's ancillary to humans, but it's baseline for AI. And then so that's kind of the realm that we operate in and why this is significant now. And so hopefully this is a clear breakdown of these concepts and this concept specifically of how lines operate in curved space as opposed to Euclidean space. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.